with caution.
This one on Blacken's map, Decisive. We got just some guy, Elite Command, and Noob X versus Ups, Widow, and Point One. Thanks,
Battle
boys.
Control initialized.
I will enjoy it. As much as we will enjoy this this game. I also don't think I've seen this map before. Lots of forward commands. Blacken has become a real fan of forward commands since Elevation. So Ups, Widow, and Point One versus Elite Command, Nubix, and just some guy. Let's see, Elite Command is skipping racks. Noob X didn't, but he didn't really build anything. Probably just one NG, yeah, to get the oils, okay. And just some guy is going for double ref, I'm assuming. Yes. So, this game got shared in the competitive Discord for some reason. I don't know the exact reason. So yeah, apparently it was pretty good, and I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I've also enjoyed a lot more casting team games. At first I felt like it was pretty chaotic in trying to cover all the action that's going on the battlefield, but I think I got better at the facts of picking more important moments than others. Prioritizing stuff. Nice. Keeps the NG alive. Oh, and he gets away. No, the flag. Okay. Eye for an eye. Okay. Also at the start, I feel like it's just very important to look at people's build orders, because in team games, build orders have a lot more variety to them. And you're more flexible to do stuff what you want to do. Because, you know, you got two partners that can back you up, especially in the early stages of the game. Well, no early tech from our 6 players. Lots of neutral objectives to cap. That was a really nice APC kill. There's a lot of neutral objectives. Not on this side though, which is kind of silly. It's a pretty good forward command post to have. It's funny that it's on one side, not on the other side. The other side you have oils instead. Man, Widow's lucky. Able to enjoy these triple mines on his own. Widow and Ups having a good time together. Alright, the first expansions are arriving. Elite Command and Nubix are going to the bottom, trying to lock this down. It's a good choice. One coming in with a pretty decent army, I would say. Bro. These pizzas are poorly sliced. Damn, point one got a beating there. But very high rocket count from Elite Command. Ups is also crying, "Widow, you steal our ore!" Widow's not even responding, he doesn't care. Nubix with the MCVs. He's probably gonna establish something to lock them down. Where's he going? Wow, that's far. Ups and just some guy. Up to the really nice concave and MCV support. Just some guy needs to get the hell out of there. This is good that Widow has this comm center. Really good. Not sure for how long he will be able to stop it. Yo, Uncle Kane, what's up, man? Ooh, that MCV from just some guy made it out. Triple defense spam. Yeah, look how fast this is. So tricky in 3v3. You want to push someone's base, you gotta be careful. The best decision there, but bro, what the fuck is going on? It was a nice flank attempt from point one actually, but unfortunately for him, Elite Command was sitting there with his entire army. Here comes Nubix with a big army. Point one should be fine if he gets some help from his colleagues. Ooh, sneak attack from Widow. This is really nice. I like this. I really like this. Flamers are doing a good job. Due to the fact that Widow has been helping out point one for a long time. So this was a nice sneak attack. But does that mean it could also bite them in the ass, because that means point one is left alone here. Static defenses are doing a lot though. And once again that offensive radar. Oh, what a V2 shot. But they survived. They're backing off. Meanwhile on the north side, Ups is definitely taking ground with his MCV. I like this offensive war factory as well. If he can get a couple of racks established here, it's going to be in a good position. Very crucial. Very good for him to keep that alive, for sure. Oh, we got a tank from Nubix. Something going on in the south, not sure. Yeah, tanks from Widow. 3 heavy tanks, that's pretty good. They're gonna do some damage. Ups in the meantime still holding his ground, but nice northern flank from just some guy trying to attack from a different angle. He's gonna get that war factory from Ups, but Widow has also a war factory there. And just some guy actually lost a lot of his army there just to the flame towers. First Iron Curtain of this game after 10 minutes by Elite Command, I think his name is. I'm just doing a good job. This expansion is very rough to deal with. You can see that just some guy in Elite Command are doing their absolute best to get rid of that. And they might succeed. Widow going for a small flank on this expansion. Double V2 could be painful. Lots of stuff going on here. Point 1 in the meantime, attacking directly towards the main base. It's gonna be able to do some nice damage because there's a hectic battle going on here up top. Ups is getting pushed back. Widows is here to help. He's got a couple of flamethrowers in there, so he should be capable of dealing with this entire army. But they're getting enough vision from the tanks, it seems. What is he talking about? Oh, yeah, he needs to build rockets there. Yeah, this should be dealt as this expansion still holds. Point 1 is doing damage over here as well, but Elite Command is trying to defend. Wow. It's a lot of cash to get a MiG with just 1% HP. Rockets have been built. Ups Harvester did survive. What a flank here from Widow again. I'm not sure how he got past all that, but he's doing some nice damage. He already killed 2 Harvesters. I guess he came from... yeah, he went here as well, most likely. That's crazy. Oh, the medium tanks, are they gonna get the MCV? No, it's close. That was a mistake. Also a mistake to leave that ref up. Because it provides some decent vision for Ups. But Iron Curtain has been pulled. Could also be the case that they left it up intentionally to steal eco. Point 1 now sniffing out the other expansion in the bottom. Should be able to deal with that easily. Static defense might give him a little bit of an issue, but he's got 4 heavy tanks in that army, so it's gonna be fine. With reinforcements coming from the right. Oh, the MCV makes it out. Meanwhile, over here, things have settled down a little bit. But that MCV will make it. Well, 1 needs tech though. Okay. Hello. Hello, neighbor. That tank sitter is gonna die. Yep. Wow. Just with static defense, that was nice. The turrets from Nubix, the Tesla Cole from Elite Command, and Flame Tower spam from just some guy. From one with a big army, but he's up against Mammoths and Tech. He needs Tech real fast. I'm not sure if he had a Raider Dome. He went for triple War Factory so far. But yeah, not sure. Meanwhile, Up's trying once again to establish a fortified position, but just some guy has a really nice concave. Widow doing the same thing though. Breaking through. Ooh, just some guy finds the MCV. He's gonna kill it with the heavy tank most likely. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Up's calling it we lose. Widow says no, we're not. And Widow actually has a pretty decent army inside their base behind enemy lines. He's gonna kill more harvesters. Main base seems fine. I'm not sure what the ping was for. Up's ping's a lot. It's crazy. Ups calls it GG. Why is that? Ups has 6k army value. He lost a lot with all these pushes. But Widow is doing damage right now. Kills off another harvester. Kills off another harvester. Let's look at the eco in the meantime. Ups is broke as well. He has 7 harvesters though. Point 1 is forced to move to the other side to come and help. And yeah, Ups is completely done for. I have to say Team 2 is looking really grim for Team 2. I think just some guy is in a similar situation as Ups in terms of army and in terms of eco. So it's still fairly even. Looking at the total picture. Oh, that army's gonna get wiped from Nubix. Look at that blue blob. Now Nubix calling the GG. Lost his entire army. Just some guys saying, wait, don't do it. He's making a sneaky base over here. Behind their enemy lines. This is very chaotic right now, and people on both sides wanting to surrender. These speeds are so good. But so are these V2 shots. Takes him immediately in the face. A sign of dominance from Widow. Up's trying to help out with a small army he was able to rebuild. Point 1 helping out in the north. Jesus Christ, what a chaos. This is one of those chaotic matches for sure. Against mammoths? I don't know about that. That's gonna suck. Yeah, point 1 needs to kill that along with Widow if he can. Here we go. Yep, Widow said we can take it, and he was right. entire expansion from just some guy is going to be ruined. Clutch I see, but it's only going to slow it down. MC from Widow got chased down. Widow's army got destroyed here. Point 1 has some tech now as well. Went straight to tier 3. Haven't seen that many tech units, but here comes his first mammoth. Oh! Oh, these 2 rockets! Oh my god. Oh damn, look at their veterancy already. They're shooting faster, doing more damage. Oh my god. Those 2 rockets got a lot of good value. Talking about value, Rust X aka Noob X is going to get the tech center from point 1. Good snipe. This base has been cleaned up. Iron Curtain from Widow here as well. I'm surprised that Up still has a little bit of a base here in between just some guys, big expansion and Noob X's. What a crazy game so far. Keep in mind that both teams, at least one member of both teams wanted to surrender like 6 minutes ago. Yeah, this army could be dangerous. Could take out that expansion. Hard to say, but it seems still fairly even. Whoop. He might have waited too long. Yeah, just some guy waited too long, unfortunately. Well, one's getting pushed off of this expansion. MCV support from New Big Stair with a couple of mammoths from Elite Command. Oh, unfortunately. Oh no, all that infantry is gonna go down. Damn. Damn, that pizza was actually fantastic. Ooh! That I see! Coming in clutch. Widow now joining forces. Ups and Widow gathering in the middle here as well, but once again, just some guy again sneaks past. Takes out an expansion. There's fights going on everywhere, man. Paratrooper drop, I'm assuming. Alright, Widow 1.1 joining forces, gonna try and take out this expansion. There's a ton of mammoths and Tesla coils. One is about to go down. These rockets from the mammoths are gonna do a ton of splash damage. Oh my god, the mammoths are actually holding. The mammoths got so much value there with the rockets. Look at that. The infantry from point 1 and Widow was so clamped up. It's so much splash. Look at the rockets. It's gonna shoot. Oh, it's alright. That was alright. Well, yeah, they couldn't take this expansion back. They're establishing a little bit more. They pushed Nubix a little bit back. It's not gonna be enough. Just some guy still here. Oh, just some guy's army is still alive here. This time he's gonna get it. Ups is actually gonna send a demo truck there. Ups, you suck. I mean, that expansion was gone for anyways. But yeah, could have sent over more perhaps than just a demo truck. But the demo truck did take out most of the army, so it's not that much of a threat anymore. Now New X pushing the front lines from point 1 and Widow again on the south side. Parabombs, but Parabomb's gonna miss. In fact, that army might already be dead before the Parabombs hit. Ups and Widow are gonna push this expansion from just some guy. And they're in a really good position to do so. The only thing is they're missing armor. There's only one heavy tank from Ups in the back of the army, but it's a very substantial army. This is crazy though. Just Combined does not have enough to push it back, and they have breached through. Lots of harvesters going down. Here comes the defense forces from just some guy. But yeah, that V2 shot a little bit wasted there. V2 also in the front. They're not gonna be able to stop this. They're doing big damage right now. Clutch Tesla Coil, IC'd. So Widow and Ups are gonna turn around. Oh, this Parabol might be huge. Oh no, Ups is on move command. Oh my god, counter IC from Widow, but the damage has already been done. Ups on move command. Point 1 noticed. In the meantime, talking about point 1, he took this expansion back from Nubix. Nubix was probably way too distracted by that huge army from Ups and Widow, and that he lost track about the army in the bottom left. But here's a lead command to, he's not going to be able to save the expansion, but at least he's going to be able to clean up these tanks from point 1. Lead command is also over here, crazily enough, with 2 Tesla coils and 2 power plants. Maybe he lost an MCV of some kind? I don't know. Widow's army is still alive a little bit, and he cleaned up this expansion too. Just some guy, once again, is in trouble. And so is Noob X, while Ups and point 1 are also a little bit crippled, but they're looking a lot better than their opponents are. Widow currently, along with Elite Command, they're the top dogs of their teams for now. They'll have to carry it. Widow has done a good job so far. He's been doing a lot of damage to harvesters and stuff like that. He actually played really well this team game, I have to say. Ups was at the start of the game way too aggressive versus just some guy. And he lost a lot of forces. But luckily for him, he didn't GG at the end, because they're doing well. They're still in control. And Ups has a new MCV here, so that's really good news. They're going to be able to provide a lot more support. Point 1 here with a nice eco attack as well. 3 heavy tanks, takes out 2 harvesters. Let's look at the harvester count in the meantime. We've got 4 for just some guy, 8 for Lead Command, and only 3 for Nubix versus 7, 11, and 5. So yeah, Team 1 is definitely in a lot of problems here. A lot of troubles, actually, excuse me. Excusez-moi! Widow coming to support because of the ping of point 1. Sometimes it's hard, obviously, to pay attention to everything that you're witnessing, but that's why you have teammates sometimes. As long as they're not abusing the pings, which was definitely a case sometimes in this match by some individuals. But most of the time, it can definitely help you out. Yeah, once again, Ups is playing a dangerous game by once again by moving his MCV. He didn't have to do that. Like, they can still expand horizontally. And now because of that, he's next to a tree, so neither of them will be able to play static defenses, which means they might lose this yeah, this territory again. Yeah, Widow is trying to help on both fronts. I like that. It's being a very flexible person. Once again, Nubix with these nasty flanks. But Widow spots it though. Point 1 and Widow are gonna join forces to deal with Elite Command, who is once again, this expansion in the bottom left has been switching teams constantly. Paratroopers from Elite Command doing a fantastic job. Almost took out 2 harvesters. Things have settled down here a little bit. But yeah, a nuke is building up and is soon to be ready. 1 minute and 50 seconds to be exact. And that one is going to deal a lot of damage. If they do that over here, there's a lot of value to be had here. Tech center, IC, lots of power plants, maybe even a war factory. That would be a really good spot to drop it, I would say. Or they're gonna keep it to try and destroy a huge army, but most of all the players' armies are kind of scattered across. Maybe that army could be a good target for a nuke, but even then, kind of a waste. Oh, here we go. I see being used by Elite Command. Parabombs being used by Ups. I think that was a demo truck somewhere. Not sure where. The parabombs are actually going to be pretty good because the IC has ran out. Yup, did a pretty good damage to the mammoth tanks, but not enough. Counter parabombs from Elite Command. Pretty good one. Kills the V2. Did a lot of damage to the MCV. But I think Ups should be able to hold because of that soaking from the mammoth tank. Pretty crazy game so far. Paratroopers have been cleaned up. Yeah, this is also triple Soviet, by the way. Only one Allies player in this entire team game, who I haven't seen have a tech center at all. Another demo truck. Not doing much though so far. Not sure if it's been worth. But yeah, just some guy still trying to clutch it out. He's got 6k army value. So has Ups. But Nubix has 8.3 while point 1 has 14. And then Elite Command and Widow are kind of tied. Oh, there goes the MCV. It's a good snipe. Just some guy saying nice what he needed. Which makes sense. It's a lot of static defense support that has just gone from triple players. Widow here denying this harvester. Yep, there's the base crawl. I was gonna use the nuke there. Interesting. Not so sure about that. Just some guy has a feeling that he knows where it is. So he's gonna move away. Good guess. Still loses most of his army there though. And the MCV could not deploy in time. That is huge. So the A-bomb was sorta pretty good. Point 1 being caught here off guard. But now point 1 in control of this expansion. Just some guy is kind of out of there. I feel like point 1 can take this on his own with these armies. But maybe he's a little bit too scared to move them away because of Elite Command. I'm not sure if he's aware of that situation. Another demo truck. That one did some really good damage. Yeah, stop playing with a touchpad, bro. You can't expect us to see that as a valid excuse when you're forcing yourself or just, you know, allowing yourself to play with a touchpad. But props for him being able to play with a touchpad in the first place. Like, what the fuck? Oh, there goes the tech center from Ups. Noob X has broken through. 0.1 right now, fighting for his life as well. IC has ran out. There it is. IC from Ups has been used. Not the best one, to be honest, because I think Elite Command was already going to retreat after his IC ran out. But they got pushed back, which is good. Who is Elite Command? I have no idea. But he's definitely not a new player. He's actually really good. It's most likely another Smurf, but you know, at this point I don't really fucking care anymore. There's people that care more about their hidden identity than their actual skill level from time to time. I don't know why. But yeah, he's definitely really good. I can say that much. He's a really good team player. Okay, Orp. Oh my god, 0.1. Excuse me, 0.1 for the insult. But one is gonna try and secure this position, but that's a big army from Elite Command. I'm not sure if he can actually deal with that. Ups with a MCV here chilling. And Widow with a ton of mammoths right now. He has converted into mammoths. He's bringing over an MCV as well. So yeah, just some guy in Elite Command / Nubix are still struggling, keeping them off of their property. Here comes Elite Command. Nice. That was a nice Sizzle swipe. Snipe, excuse me. Well, it's also like a swipe. They got swept off the map. Yeah, nice MiG micro there. I like it. Meantime, just some guy is going to flank that MCV from Widow. That's been sitting up there for quite a bit. But, you know, there's so much going on in this game that he probably didn't even realize that there's an MCV from just some guy up there. Another demo trick being used somewhere. Not sure where. Not sure if it was successful. But it's either 0.1 or Ups doing it. And Ups has been doing it for most of the time. Not sure if it's actually going to work out. Ups and Widow is going to push just some guy back. We are 37 minutes into this match so far, and it's still really hard to say who is going to win. Army values are pretty much still tied. Map control, I would say, has been shifting a lot, but currently it's more shifting into Team 1's advantage. Team 2, excuse me. For Ups, Widow, and 0.1. But it's been going back and forth, and keep in mind that both Ups and just some guy, or I think Noob X, they wanted to surrender at around minute 15. Now just some guy is saying GG. He got 3.3k army value left, not that much, but actually Elite Command and Noob X are still looking pretty good, especially Elite Command. But just some guy lost a lot of ground there up north, lots of army as well. He desperately wanted to get that eco that he needs. Let's have a look at eco in the meantime. 5 harvesters for just some guy, but he's broke completely. Elite Command is doing pretty good in terms of money, so is Widow. So only Elite Command and Widow are doing pretty okay-ish in terms of eco. I see being used from Ups, it seems, onto Widow's mammoths. Take out the Elite Command's MCV. The extra are waiting for it. In case it wanted to undeploy. Mammoths now have to run. But if there's something that mammoths are really good at, it's definitely kiting. Especially against infantry. Never chase mammoths with infantry. You can see that already. Medium tanks are doing. Ooh, Yak's coming in. That's really nice. Medium tanks can chase mammoths really well. But I think only one has died from Widow after they retreated. Point one in Elite Command, still in the clash on the left side as well. Yeah, point one is doing good. Just some guy saying he's starving, he's losing it. Yeah, new expansion, they're not taken by anyone yet. Widow's gonna send over an MCD, he says. But yeah, they're being pressured on two fronts right now. Joint combined forces from Widow and Ups versus the forces from point one. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, might have been a counter I see from point one straight away. But both players had IC'd units. Mix once again coming in clutch. These mix from Elite Command have been really, really good. Oh! That army just disappeared because of all the shockies. Ups pushing along with Widow's Mammoths. You think that's Icon? I'm not sure. No, nothing towards Icon, but I think this guy's too good to be Icon. But it could make sense because it's been a long time since we actually saw Icon. Here comes Elite Command again. It's been going really back and forth, but there's now a little bit support from Widow for point one. Not really anything that can deal with these mammoths, and 3 V2s as well from Elite Command. Oh, Widow gets a really lucky shot there. Yep, Elite Command's gonna retreat back towards the safety of his Tesla coils. Up north. Ups is going to retreat as well. Where are the mammoths from Widow? Did they flank around? They did flank around. They're gonna try and deal massive damage to these harvesters again. Just some guy saying North is lost. And that's pretty much true. Just some guy almost has nothing left. Just some guy calls the GG. And so does everyone else. 30 minutes later after the first initial GG was called. That was a ridiculous game. Very fun one as well. And very chaotic. One phone saying don't be a quitter. And yeah, his eco was bad. I mean, he pressured way too much over here where there was no eco. But yeah, very nice game. Congratulations to Team 2. Looking at the stats here, look at Widow's eco for most of the game. He's been doing pretty well for himself. So was Elite Command. If we only look at Team 1. Just some guy was having a lot of issues, along with Ups. Ups like had so many issues as well. Interesting that it only shows up until minute 23. That's unfortunate. Is there no way for me to see the rest, like the start? That's crazy. It only shows like the last 20 minutes. That's unfortunate. Army graph, yeah. Elite Command and Widow were doing really well in terms of army value. Ups and just some guy were pretty much at the bottom most of the time for their respective teams, and then Nubix and point one were a little bit dangling in the middle there. But in the end, point one did take control over Nubix. Elite Command had to help Nubix quite a bit. Nubix was doing, or Elite Command was doing the same thing. He was helping on both fronts. Same for Widow. Another demo truck here. Yeah. Crazy game. Widow is an eco stealer. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that quite a bit. He's got a ref over here. I saw that. I said that at the start of the game. He had triple mines for himself, and he still had a fucking refinery over here. He's got a refinery over here. He's got a lot of eco in comparison to you guys. Yeah, at least he did his job well in terms of helping you guys out. Let's look at the destroyed loss tab as well. Just some guy fairly even. Elite Command, as we can see, did a really good job. Nubix, on the other hand, not so much. Ups had a negative score as well. Widow, surprisingly, fairly even, and so did point one. So yeah, GG's. Really fun game.
Control terminated.